Okay. So, hello everyone. This is Ammara Aftab, your podcast host from Pro AI Think Tank, and today we have our very own and honorable friend, Andrew Green from New York, USA. How are you, Andrew?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm pretty fine, pretty fine. Okay, guys. So let me tell you about Pro AI Think Tank first, and then we will move forward to our today's topic with our guest. So basically, Pro AI Think Tank is an AI community. It's a global AI community. And what we are trying to do, we are trying to bridge the gap between the AI community all around the world. So we are taking all the AI experts on board so they can exchange their ideas and whatever they are doing in the field of AI because AI is evolving day by day. And today we have Mr. Andy would be more better. Is it okay for you?
Yeah, you can call me Andy. That's what everybody calls me.
That would be more amazing. So over to you, Andy. I would like you to introduce yourself, and then we will move on to our topic.
Sure. My name's Andy Green from New York. I am the the founder of Warehouse AI. Warehouse AI is a new and upcoming game based on retail. It will have AI, blockchain, retail integrated, and I'm very excited to speak about this today and talk to you guys on what's going on.
That's totally amazing because the gaming in AI is something very new. Because when I was a kid, I used to play games, even now as well. But how, like, what is the relationship of game and AI? It would be amazing if Andy tell us about it.
Yeah, so we could start from the beginning. So currently, I'll give you an idea of how this became, how this idea and concept came about. Currently, I am employed by one of the biggest companies in the world. I'm not going to mention that company, but you could probably do your research and find out who it is. Anyways, I work in a warehouse, and um, warehouses are very, very busy, and they're loud and they're obnoxious at times. There's a lot going on. You got conveyor belts, you got, you know, forklifts always moving around. It's very fast. And a couple months ago, I was working, and all of a sudden, it became very quiet. It was really kind of eerie. It was very, very weird. There just wasn't a lot going on that day. Maybe it was a slow time. I don't know. And it became very, very quiet. And I started thinking to myself, what would happen? I was just actually talking to Ammara about this before the podcast started, but what would happen if something went down in the real world, you know, whether it's zombie apocalypse or, you know, like a war or, you know, something happened. The warehouse is so big, and I wouldn't know about if something did go down, right? And from there, I started thinking, what if this happened, or what if that happened, and kind of that's how the concept for this game came about. Um, there's a lot more to it, and if you do go to the website and check out the white paper, it dives into concept and how the game is going to work and how it's going to play out. There's also a teaser video on the website you can go check out, but that's kind of the way this concept began. And over the last couple of months, the conceptualization of this, it came to life. What ended up happening was I decided to figure out a way to incorporate AI into the video game. Decided to figure out a way to incorporate blockchain, and I'm taking the warehouse retail industry and I'm gamifying it. That's pretty much what it is. So how will all this work, right? AI, for instance, we'll take that one because that's what this is really all about, is the AI aspect. These days, you play a game, you know, any game, you can pick anyone. You know, I'll give you some of the bigs. You got Fortnite, you got Grand Theft Auto, you got Call of Duty. You play these games, and there's level progression. You go and you start at level 1, you progress to the end of the game, Nothing really changes within the game. If you go back to level 1, it's the same as it was the first time you played it. This will be
Mm-hmm.
completely different. This game will have AI integration, and based on user preferences, user activity, possibly social media activity, your personalized shopping, what you're buying and what you're viewing on the internet, etc. That will the AI will cater and transform the game levels to those preferences. So no level will ever be the same. Things will change constantly. And in the beginning, it's just going to be little things, but eventually, as AI progresses and as we, build this game out, things are going to get more and more AI changed. It's really kind of exciting and and different the way that this could happen and this could work. It's never been really been done before. I've actually talked to a couple of people about patents and how to patent it, but that's a different conversation. But yeah, so I think that that's kind of the
Andy, there is a little bit distortion from your side. Can you please check out your mic as well?
no, my mic's good. I think. Can you hear me now?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's totally perfect, and sometimes it gives some kind of distortion.
No, I think I'm on
You are
pretty.
good to go. Good to go.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
please continue. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of the AI aspect and how things will happen. In addition, the game will have a bunch of different areas. There's going to be a free play zone. There's going to be a task zone, and within the free play zone, community is such a big part of gaming. You're going to be able to talk and interact with other players as well as NPCs that will be AI generated. So now, like to dive into the AI NPC side of it, what ends up happening is you go into a typical game now and you interact with an NPC and it gives you a little text box at the top and they're talking to you, but it's always the same stuff, or it says, do you want to do this or do you want to do that? Now the NPCs in this game, they will be AI generated. So you can have a conversation with them and no conversation will be the same as any other conversation. They're going based on what you're talking about and who you are and what your preferences are and your personalization. The AI is going to talk back to you just like they're a real person, give you
That
insights,
that
give you
sounds
tips.
interesting. So, is this the game for like for a kid or for the adults or for which age actually?
So I'm basing this on all ages. I think that gaming is such a huge market, and there's kids from 5 years old to adults that are in their 50s and 60s and 70s possibly. They're all playing,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone, no matter
Mm-hmm.
what age you are, shops. They're all part of retail. Whether you're buying stuff, when you're older, or whether you're wanting stuff from your parents when you're younger, there's
Mm-hmm.
always going to be something that you want or need, and that's where this game will stand out because let's reverse a little bit. So this game is a retail based game.
Andy, let's do one thing. Can you please rejoin it because sometimes it happens that when you are saying something, so there is a distortion. So
Yeah,
just rejoin the link. No problem.
yeah. Let me do it right now. Hold on.
Yeah, sure, no problem. So till then, when Andy is coming, so we can talk about the Pro AI think tank. And recently, we had a lot of guests from US, and we discuss about the blockchain, and another guest from Pakistan, and we discuss about the same thing, like the AI, how the AI in education, AI in health sector, because AI is a part of each and every sector right now, like nowadays, and on daily basis it is evolving. And like why we created this, just because, so from we can get, even we, every one of us, we cannot say that everyone or each one of us are expert in AI. Even the expert cannot say that in the same way. So everyone is trying to understand what is AI, how things are working, and how things will go accordingly. And we have Andy back with us, and let's continue. Yes,
Yeah, I'm
Ali.
curious why my internet was not working. That's a little weird. But I'm closing pages right now. Hold on one second. There we go. Is that better? You can hear me now?
That's totally fine. It can happen, no problem.
Okay. So as I was saying, I apologize about that. Retail-based gaming. So these days, um, you play a game, whether it's Grand Theft Auto, Fortnite, any one of these huge games, even some of the smaller ones, and the only point of playing the game is to get to the end of it. There's really there's no benefit to the user, to the player. Um, this game is going to be completely different. So you're going to play and you're going to earn and accrue points. And based on how many points you have, you can then redeem those points for retail partner discounts. So what does that mean?
Wow.
Let's just say I partner with Nike. Okay. Let's say I partner with Reebok. I partner with a dog food company, a cat food company, a toilet paper company, any company that you can think of, right? Their products and their discounts will be integrated into the warehouse, and those points that you earn can be redeemed for real world products and discounts. In addition, the points can be redeemed for in-game store products. So if I partner with Nike and they decide to give me 100 pairs of Jordans, okay, Michael Jordan sneakers, those will be featured in the warehouse, and then you can buy those directly from the warehouse site, um, based on the points you accrue. In addition, there will be a blockchain. So blockchain is going to be a big part of this as well. There's going to be NFTs. There's going to be a token, and you can use those points and redeem them for tokens, and then use those tokens to buy things within the game as well. It's really kind of exciting, and it dives. What I suggest is go to the website, download the white paper. It talks about all of this in detail. It's really very exciting. I'm very excited about it. I've been in the blockchain space for quite some time, and I've never seen anything like this. So to come up with this idea and put it on paper and launch a website with a white paper. I think the web paper is like 27 pages. I sat there for weeks and weeks creating this world, and it's very exciting.
And which means you are giving me a chance to play your game and earn the points and do shopping, right? And get
Yeah,
the discounts.
everyone shops, right? Um,
Awesome.
yeah, it's everyone shops, and it's very everyone needs stuff. Whether it's I want a hat, or I want a bracelet, or I need food, or I need a toothbrush, or anything that you can think of. Any company in the world that is creating something or has something, it can be integrated, and that's a big part of this game is going to be the retail partners. Like, I'm looking for partners from all aspects of industries. It doesn't matter what you do, what you're into, what you're building, what you're producing, what you're selling. It can be integrated into this game. Think about companies like Walmart. Okay, they are partnered with everyone because everybody goes to Walmart to buy something. That's the kind of game this is going to be. It's literally a virtual warehouse where you can have some fun and you can get discounts on products. Um, how does that work, right? So think about it like this, and I was explaining this earlier, before the podcast started. Everybody had every In the gaming industry. Okay, a lot of people, they have children, right? um Imagine your son or daughter comes up to you and they're like, hey mom, dad, I just got up to level 50 in Grand Theft Auto. The mother is like, or the father is like, wow, that's great, son or daughter, that's great, that's amazing, show me this game, and or let me see. And then that's kind of the end of the conversation, right? Now imagine the son or daughter comes up to you and says, hey, mom, dad, I got up to level 25 on the warehouse game. The dad or mom is like, that's fantastic. Good job. And the son or daughter says, and in addition, I get 40% off at the Nike store,
Wow.
or I get 25% off at Walmart, or let's take a different industry, the food industry. Maybe you get 25% off at McDonald's, Okay. Because that's one of our retail partners, let's just hypothetically say. Now the conversation continues. Okay. It's not just a game where you're playing a level and that level ends and that's the end of it. Now you're playing a game to earn discounts. The parents are involved. Maybe they want to play because they want
Yeah.
something. Maybe the dad wants a new toolbox. You
They
know,
will be more interesting, like, oh, how our 10-year-old or 12-year-old kid can get such points. What's in the game?
yep,
That would be more interesting, I believe. And the
exactly.
conversation must go on. Like, maybe the parents will say to their kids, like, okay, tell me how we can play it, and they will start learning from it.
Correct. So yeah, it creates more
Yeah.
of a family dynamic, number one, but it creates a retail dynamic within that household where now people are like, oh my God, go to that level. And because, I need this or I need that, think of, we're in the holiday season right now. Christmas is a couple days away. It was just Black
Yeah.
Friday. It was just Cyber Monday. Imagine getting deeper discounts on those products because you have an extra discount code or
Yeah.
whatever, and there's a lot that goes into this, and the game design document is very, very detailed. And we're in the beginning stages of development right now, and the concept is pretty sound. The next 6 months are going to be very exciting. I cannot wait to launch some kind of MVP.
Neither
um,
me. I'm waiting too.
yeah, it's going to be
That
very
seems really
exciting, but that's
interesting.
kind of warehouse in a whole and how it's going to work.
Because if someone is free and they want to spend some time, quality time, and they want to play a game. So initially, maybe you can say previously people will say, okay, why we waste our time in playing games? Let's do something productive by which we can get something. But
Yep.
now people can say like this, okay, let's play this game and get some point, and now and we will get some discount or something. So that would be more interesting for each and everyone.
Yeah, I mean that's what this is all about. You cater games. A lot of games are very graphic and very, and kids really can't play them. They do, but they really shouldn't be playing them. Some blood, guts, gore. There's different aspects. This is going to be very clean, and hopefully it'll be more of a family dynamic. There will be some not so family dynamic aspects of the game, and that might be a parental preference that will be popped up. Within the game you can enable the blood, guts, gore, guns, whatever into the game. But if you want it to be a little bit cleaner for the younger children, that will be an option as well.
Hmm. Okay, so let's talk about something technical about the
Sure.
gaming. Can you highlight a specific AI application that has successfully engaged customer in retail gaming up till now?
So I mean, AI and kind of gaming, it's kind of a new area. It's not really. I haven't seen a game that is going to do the things that this game hopefully will do. But in technology as a whole, AI is kind of embedded into everything. Anyways, you search something online. You type into Google anything, hats, right? And all of a sudden, you're getting blasted with advertising on Instagram, on Facebook for hats. Everything is hats. You know, People think that it's everything is listening, right? You got your Alexa listening, you got your phones listening. That's kind of the technology that it has been adopted and is happening right now. So AI is just going to enhance all that. Now, as far as gaming is concerned, the way that this game is going to kind of work is you're going to fill out a form, or when you sign up, you're going to fill out something. And then based on those preferences, that's what the game is going to spit out, the AI version. Um,
Mhm.
there is a possibility that eventually it'll be based on API things, maybe retail APIs, what's on sale in your area, et cetera, et cetera. But as far as the technical side of AI and how retail is embedded into it, I haven't encountered anything to date that is similar to what we're trying to create.
Okay. So, like how, or I can, like, how much time do you think it will take to take your company to launch this exactly? And how you can convince the people about this gaming and AI things? Because definitely you have that experience and all. So what are you like, how you can integrate AI in the gaming and you can convince the people accordingly?
Yeah, so we're looking at probably like an MVP where it's a minimal, the bare bones game part. It's going to be launched in stages. Everything has to be done. So we're going to create the game where, like an alpha version where people can walk around the warehouse and they can walk outside, they can interact with other people, et cetera, et cetera. The AI aspect, that has to be integrated separately and then tested. Then there's the blockchain aspect that has to be integrated and tested. You know, overall, I would say we should have something within the next 6 months as far as a minimal viable product. Um, I think that the in order to grab people and to get them to want to play this game, um, it's going to be about the retail partners and the discounts. It's going to be a very big part. It's going to be the marketing as well as the partners. I have connections to a bunch of different companies that hopefully will sign on, and those will be launched or not launched, but announced ahead of time, and that will bring people into the community. For instance, I'm wearing a Columbia hat right now. Okay, so let's just say Columbia. I partner with Columbia. Now you have millions of people who wear these products, right? They're like, wait, there's a game that I can earn discounts on Columbia. Okay, it's not launched yet, but I'm going to keep an eye on that. And they're going to join the Twitter, they're going to join the Discord, the Telegram. They're going to, watch for me and podcasts and, et cetera, et cetera. And that's kind of, we're going to build, and then we're going to drop the launch of the MVP. And hopefully, we get a lot of traction and people are going to want to play. Plus the marketing on the other side, Columbia, we might come up with an agreement where they post, they do a commercial, they do some type of marketing, we market together, and the name Warehouse AI will hopefully get out there, because, and we're not just looking for Columbia. Any product, any service, anything can be integrated into the game in some way, shape, or form. So I think that grabbing retail partners will drive the gaming community to want to jump into this and watch and see and test and play. So I think that's how I in my head, that's how I see it happening.
That's interesting. So, in your view, what ethical considerations should retailers prioritize in the integration of AI for gaming experiences?
So they're really not going to have to do anything. The retail partners, that's going to be on our end.
Mhm.
They're just going to give us the authorization, so to speak, to use their products and to gamify, whether it's by scanning or we create a thing. It could just be a picture of a product, et cetera, and then that's going to be integrated into the game, into the aisles, into boxes, and people are going to go around and they're going to search for these items, and then once that item is scanned, it'll be into their forklift cart, and then they have to drive it around into a different area and drop it off, and then you get the points, and then you can take the points. They're really not going to have to do anything. It's really just going to be about uh, marketing the game and explaining to people that if you play this game and earn points, you can earn deeper discounts on their products. There really is no technical aspect for them. If they want to get involved deeper, I'm sure we'll have some ways for them to do so. But I really don't think there is a technical aspect for the retail side of it. That's gonna fall on us on our end.
Okay, fair enough. So, are there any specific emerging AI technologies that you believe will significantly influence the future of retail-based gaming?
Without a doubt, retail-based gaming. This is a very new subject. I've done a couple of different posts, and I have a Medium article on the Warehouse page about it. Um, this could be there's a ton of emerging technology that could be integrated into retail-based gaming. AR and VR, number one, is massive. Okay. I have plans for AR and VR eventually, and this is down the road. Once everything is set up, it's going to take time, but you will be able to I guess explore the warehouse with a headset, possibly. Maybe even your phone just kind of going around in real life, and then maybe finding products and retail discounts, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that emerging technology and retail based gaming could end up being a very, I think it's going to be a harmonious, it's going to be like it's going to work hand in hand. And I think that the VR aspect of it and the AR aspect are going to be two big ones that are going to with the AI, it's going to be insane.
That's really interesting. So, tell the people, like the audience, about your gaming chat GPT. That was a cheat sheet, if I'm not
Yeah.
wrong.
So
Yeah, you
I have a
share with
lot of
me.
friends. I have a lot of friends that are very heavy into generative AI and chat GPT, and you got Gemini coming out. There's a whole bunch of different things. Everyone's launching their own you know chat GPT-ish platform. There's the picture side of it where you have images that are generated. Who is it? I think it's Google. I was reading an article. Google just released their video one, I
Gemini.
believe. Gemini, yep. And things are very exciting. Okay. Now you have cheat sheets that are telling you how to do prompts, how to create documents, how to create pictures. There really isn't one that is catered and geared towards gaming. Okay. So for the last couple of weeks, I have been working on a gamer's guide to ChatGPT. Um, it's exciting. It's not complete. It's right now I have about 90 pages that are
Whoa.
still, yeah, it's pretty extensive. And I'm going to be releasing this sometime in Q1 after the new year. I just released the first cheat sheet for the Gamer's Guide to ChatGPT, and it goes into how you can create prompts and use prompts to build a video game from concept to launch and beyond. Okay.
Wow.
So a lot of people are like, well, that's kind of cheating and you shouldn't be doing that. In my opinion, AI is not going anywhere. We're just at the beginning of it. Okay. And I think that using AI the correct way, ethically, um, is the right way. We shouldn't be using it we're going to use it to make ourselves better. Okay. It's going to expand on your ideas. Okay. And I'll give you a perfect example. Warehouse AI. The concept behind this came from me, but that concept was expanded by AI. Okay. Um, I talk to the chat GPT like platforms, and you give them scenarios and they bounce back scenarios that could potentially make your scenario better. And that's the way AI should have worked. It shouldn't be about cheating on a test or uh, faking something or creating a photo that you're using like that's the real you, et cetera, et cetera. I think that using AI in a way that can enhance and make life better, and technology better, is the way that it should be done. And that's why I'm building this gamer's guide to ChatGPT, because this could potentially help development make things faster, make things
Mm-hmm.
clearer, and make things better in game development and in anything as a whole. That's what I think is created for, is to enhance what is already there, so to speak.
Okay. So, as everyone, like majority of the people, like who heard about the AI, so every one of them have a question raised in their mind that Will AI take replace them or take their jobs? So, what's your opinion on that with respect to the gaming field specifically?
I think that right now it's not as big of a deal as people think. Um, yes, there will come a time where AI will potentially replace certain things that people do, and whether it's work or et cetera. It kind of already is. There are AI assistants that are out there, that people are, and they're getting better and better every day. I think that, it is scary if you look at it. You don't want to be replaced, and Elon Musk said something recently that eventually no one will have to work, and AI and robots will be doing everything, and then that will give us more time to spend with our families, et cetera, et cetera. I think that everyone needs to adopt. If you haven't already started learning about AI and how to use it and how to adopt it, you're going to end up in a very difficult situation because you're going to be left behind. I think that, it's inevitable. It's not going away, and it's only getting more and more advanced. And if you're not into it, you really need to kind of get into it and start learning about it. And that's why the cheat sheets and some of the people that I'm in with, we're creating these cheat sheets and these guides to educate people. It's about education. If you're not
Hmm.
educated on AI, you're gonna end up being left behind, and that's where it could be a very bad situation for certain people. Um, but if you are into it, or if you're just starting out, then you're right there, and as long as you keep learning and never stop, trying to progress your intelligence, the human intelligence side of it, so you can learn the artificial intelligence side. You'll be okay. It is very scary, but I think in the long run, AI is going to help the world more than hurt it.
When you were rejoining the podcast, so I was sharing that in our past podcast, we have so many guests as well. And I ask actually this question with each and every guest to have their opinion on that. And what I have found so far is that the thing you just said, that like everyone has to learn about it because it is in every field. If you talk about the health sector, it's in the health sector. If you talk about the education, it's in education. If we talk about the gaming, you are here, and it's almost everywhere. So the people who are scared of it, like the AI will take their jobs, so and the robots will work. So the basic question raised, how robots will work? Definitely there should be someone who will give the data and who will set the program in the robot, so they
Correct.
have to learn the programming side or the other side which is relevant to the AI.
Exactly. We are at a point where, we are in control of the AI, and learning about how to control it and how to use it for different scenarios, it's only going to enhance life, I think. There, I don't think we'll ever give it too much control, to where it's just kind of doing everything by itself and then creating other things by itself, and
Yeah,
like that. I think that we
that
are
that would
the
be
we
scary
are the
actually.
people that are behind the curtain, right? We're the ones that are controlling the systems, inputting the data, giving the prompts, doing this and creating the models, and et cetera, et cetera. And I think that as long as you start learning, like I said earlier, as long as you start learning how to do that, now, because later it might be too late, you're going to struggle to catch up. You start now. That way, in the future, once it gets super advanced and super, a lot better, you're ahead of the game. And as long as you can, just keep in control of your thing, whatever you're into, the industry that you're in, the job that you're in, AI is going to be integrated. Learn how to use it. and you learn how to use it, it will make your productivity better. It just enhances life. It makes things better. And I think as long as people do that, then they'll be okay.
That would be amazing because I have like we are on the same like we have a same thought on this because the point is we yeah it is dangerous in some kind of like it can like it is gathering your data and okay, so what's your opinion on that, like if there are some applications, there are some softwares who are gathering your data, or if you want to download an application, they ask you for your data. So how, what's your opinion on that? Like how we can secure from ourselves from that, or what is the future behind this, and what
Yeah.
maybe what is the present behind this
So
if someone is getting your data?
yeah, so privacy is very important.
Yeah.
Within warehouse game, you're going to be able to either opt in or opt out, and then that will, based on what you're opting in on or opting out on, you're going to be able to the system will grab your information or not grab your information, and then cater the game towards those preferences. But initially, the way that things are going, everything is on the internet. Your social media, your life, your family, I mean, you could pull up you could probably find somebody's personal information. It's very easy. Um, Unfortunately, it's like that, and people take advantage of that. And that's where you get the scammers and you get the criminals, and they're trying to hurt you. There's going to end up being I think there needs to be some kind of, I hesitate to say regulation, but there needs to be some kind of oversight when it comes to AI and privacy. Um, Recently there was some kind of, I don't know if it was a hack. Something happened with someone put a prompt into ChatGPT, and it dropped everyone's emails, everyone that had signed up for something, or I don't know exactly what it was. That stuff needs to not happen. Um,
Mm.
there needs to be some kind of black box where everything goes into and it cannot be accessed. I don't know if it's even possible. This is the struggle since the internet started. In the 1980s. It's very difficult because everything is just blasted online. You don't even think about the links you click or the things you fill out, and every time you go to a different site, it asks you to sign in with your Google or sign in with your Facebook or sign in with your this. And then all of a sudden they're grabbing your data, and the analytics are shooting all over the web, and then your information's being sold. I don't know. I don't know if there really is a solution. I think we've come to a stage in life where we're just kind of used to it. And we pray every day that we don't get hacked and our information isn't sold and blasted all over the internet. But I don't know if there is a solution to, maybe AI can come up with a solution to how to
Maybe.
fix it. Maybe someone will throw that into ChatGPT and see if there's a way. It's really just about awareness and education. Learn how to use it, learn how not to get screwed over, as far as AI and data and privacy. Click those boxes, go into your settings, make sure your information is not being sold, et cetera, et cetera. I think that's kind of a very big deal when it comes to tech. Um, you know, these days, everyone has a phone in their hand. It doesn't matter where you're going, what you're doing, somebody's linked, somebody's connected. So
Yeah.
it's really just about privacy and protect yourself, as much as you can. Whether it's firewalls or whether it's virus protection or, and these things are getting more and more advanced with the help of AI. So, it's just learn education, educate yourself on how to stay safe.
But I think at some point we are very much dependent on such kind of softwares or maybe some applications which we want to use and they want our access.
Yeah, that's another problem, is that companies are saying, if you want to use our services, you have to give us access to your data. I mean, how do you control that? Oversight, regulation, having governments possibly of the world but then it gives the government control. Maybe it's very it's a very touchy subject, and there's a lot of different opinions
Yeah,
out there.
it is. And if we talk about the government regulations, so if an application is created in maybe US and someone wants to use in maybe in Pakistan, so like how we can, do collaborations with G2G and such things. So it's a very huge topic, and I think it's like we are not like we totally. To be honest, I don't have any understanding with that, like how the G2G will work on this, because this is a very mandatory part to have with respect to the privacy concern, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's going to take time as far as AI is concerned. To figure out the privacy scenario. I'm not exactly sure. I should probably read up on it, on what data they're collecting as far as ChatGPT is concerned. Apparently, it's emails, because there was that hack. And then that if something they threw some code into the box, and they searched, and it bounced back all these emails. That should never happen. You get these, but then again, you get these criminals that are hacking databases, and they're probably using AI tools to do it, because they're just
Yeah.
faster. They're just faster. They're more efficient than sitting there and coding and typing stuff out on the computers. It's a very, very scary world out there. And like I said, as long as you educate yourself and try to learn as much as possible about keeping yourself safe and privacy, hopefully things will work out. I don't know. What I can tell you is Warehouse AI will not take your data unless you,
This
unless
is what actually I
unless
want to
unless you
ask
opt
you.
in to do so, and that will enhance the game. Um, but there's a lot of stuff, and we have a full privacy policy in terms of service, and it tells you exactly. I actually dove into it very deep with my developers and the lawyers that created the TOS and the privacy policy. We wanted to make it as clear as possible that you know only if you decide to give us that information will it be used.
That would be great. Okay, so Andy, let's conclude about the podcast, especially. So, how would you like to conclude about Warehouse AI?
So we are a retail-based game that is going to be coming out. We're very excited. The website just launched yesterday, so please head over to warehousegame.ai and check it out. We also have a newsletter that we're doing. It's newsletter.warehousegame.ai. And then I have my ChatGPT cheat sheet and Gamer's Guide to ChatGPT that is coming out. And if you sign up for the newsletter, you'll get advanced access to that. I'm very excited to be here. I was talking to Ammara earlier. I'm pretty sure that I am, I guess, so to speak, I'm going to become the New York ambassador for Pro AI Think Tank, which I'm very excited about. I'm going to be going to conferences, and I'm going to be
I was
promoting.
about to announce it just
Oh, there
now.
you go. Did I say it too soon? I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. It's totally okay.
So I'm really
Yeah.
excited about that. Yeah, I mean, this game is going to change things. I'm very excited. Everyone that I talk to about this, and that I show the pitch deck, and I show the white paper, and even the website that just launched yesterday, they're very excited. They're like, this is incredible. It makes me know that it makes me feel like we're going in the right direction. AI is not going anywhere. We're going to be integrating. It's also going to have blockchain. It's going to have retail. I have partners. I have people that are very interested. They're going to be pushing posts for me. I have social media presence. I think I posted yesterday early, like at 9 a.m. New York time. I have over like 2,000 impressions, and there was like 60 something likes and 40 comments on the post,
Wow, that's amazing.
which is huge. And my what do they call that, like partners and advisors, you can see who they are. They're on the website. I'm going to be adding a bunch to that as well as Pro AI Think Tank, and I'll put you on the website as well. But we're just very excited. This is something different. It's something new, and I'm really looking forward to just kind of getting this
That's
going.
totally awesome. And what's your opinion on Pro AI Think Tank, which is a global AI community now?
I think it's amazing. I love what you're doing. I cannot wait. I know there's going to be a WhatsApp group coming where everyone that is involved is going to be able to talk. So I'll be able to talk to all kinds of AI, gurus around the world. You know, check out their website. The website is great, and sign up and become part of this group, because I think that the more the community that we get behind it and the more people involved will make it even better.
Awesome. And I would like to announce here once again exactly
Sorry.
that Andy Green will be the ambassador for New York chapter. So welcome on board of Pro AI Think Tank New York chapter, Andy.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
Thank you so much. Okay, so thanks for your time. It's really amazing to have a conversation with you, and we will continue it later on as well. And after getting some more guests one by one individually, we will have a collaborative sessions of different AI experts, including you as well, definitely. And probably that will be more interesting. So like everyone from different field will talk about it on the same time, so that would be more exciting, I believe.
Very exciting. I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome. So thank you so much, Andy, for your time. And we are going to end this session now. Okay.
Thank you guys so much
Take
for
care.
listening.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.